we were supposed to get an inch of snow. And the temperature's up in the teens. So I figured it'd be a good time to run into town today. Well, it turned out it really wasn't. It ended up we got 3 or 4 inches of snow. It's still snowing a little. And it's kind of wet, sloppy stuff. So being in town was no fun at all. So I was glad to get out of town. But it gave me a chance to stock up on some stuff because I think I'm going to be plowing tomorrow more than likely. I think this will be a problem for some people. But I stocked up on, well, like the high octane gas and kerosene, horse food, which reminds me I better get this before they figure out I'm here, or they'll come. I picked up, well, this piece of steel is for a project I'm working on, but more Bowman handles, and these are, well, sledge handles or maul handles, but these two, one of them is the axe eye shape, which I actually like better than the round. You know, the round doesn't really, they never work that well. It's too small of an area. But these two happen to be out of the heartwood. You know, all heartwood. So I thought, well, okay, I'll try them in a maul type situation. Like I say, I don't normally use the round eye mauls, but I had one. Well, it's not mine, it's my brother's. And it's kind of interesting. It's an old one that he's had for a long time, but he broke the handle years ago, and now he uses a fiberglass handled thing, and he tends to break them even. But it's an 8-pound drop forged Japanese one. Well, you know, it's much better made than what the Chinese ones are. I would never use an 8-pound maul, but like I say, this is his, and he's got his initials welded on it. So I thought, well, I'll put a handle in for him. So I think I'll probably use maybe, well, I don't know which one, because they make them in 2 different lengths, a 32 or a 36. Well, and this heavy of a maul, I might be better off with just a 32. I'll see, I'll think about it. I'd kind of like to use this heartwood one, but that's a 36. But that's, you know, that swinging an 8-pound maul is really a foolish thing. You're a lot better off with a lighter maul with a better design to it, like the Husqvarna ones are, where they have that kind of a wedge in the center. You can do the same amount of work with a lot less effort. But like I say, this one's been around for a long time, so I thought, well, I'll put a handle on it for him on it. And it's just good to have these handles because, well, another thing I did when I was there, I bought all the pine tar that they had because I wanted to get it, well, you can. Because things that I like have a habit of not being available. They disappear over time. You know, this was from Fleet Farm, and Fleet Farm has changed hands. It isn't in the Mills family anymore. And so things have gotten a little weird to me. You know, they don't carry as good a stuff as they used to. It's like the quality of the stuff is dropping. So when I can still get the good stuff that I like, I have to do it now and stock up. That's why, you know, I really like the Bowman handles. I wouldn't be surprised sometime if they quit carrying them. You know, they try to, stores always tend to do that. They try to carry stuff only that they know they can turn over quick and make a quick profit on. then they don't stock any more, but then they absolutely have to. That's one thing that they've started doing is to they have very little inventory. You know, they're always running out of stuff because they don't want to have the money tied up in inventory, which is things people tend to do now. So, you know, my theory was I buy them out of pine tar, maybe then they will notice that they're out of pine tar and they'll reorder it. If they don't reorder it, then I know we're going to have a problem. I'll just have to find a different distributor, you know, but then I have to pay shipping. This way I could just pick it up. But it's a constant problem for me. You know, the things that I want are still out there. They're just hard to find. It's usually more economical for them to sit there. The dog is hanging around. Got some dog biscuits today. Jake, come here. Try one of these biscuits. See what you think. Supposedly basted. Well, we'll see if he likes them. But I'll bring that up again later. There's something I'm working on right now. A thing that I used to be able to find. That I used to be able to buy them right in Fleet Farm. Can't anymore. But I've got a line on them. But it's one of the things I don't want to talk about until I get all that I need. You know? Then I'll tell you where you can get them. Because, you know, first and foremost, I want to fill my needs. Then you can find out. What'd you do? You buried it, I bet. They got a habit of doing that. You know, there ain't any pieces of deer laying around anymore, but I can bet you under the snow, there's all kinds of pieces of deer. But almost on the way home, there was deer on the road again, so I'm sure I got to keep my eyes open. There'll be another one clipped one of these days. You know, they can't stand out in the field. It's too deep, so they end up wandering onto the road. But I better get this unloaded. But yeah, see, now you come right back for another biscuit. Now you couldn't possibly have eaten that. Yeah, I'll give you one more. But now the poor other doggies sitting there looking. They're just hoarding them up. Keep an eye out where he's stashing them things. Oh, he's bringing them right into his house. Okay. Well, I won't have to feed him today. Well, it's like even these Wavian cans. You know, like, you know, when I got kerosene, I had to use a blue plastic can. At one time, Fleet Farm had the blue Wavian cans. Now they don't even carry any of the Wavian cans. They got all that plastic crap. You know, it irritates me when I see the quality of a product that they're offering dropping, and that's what's happened with them. So, the thing is, if you find something you like, you really got to get it because it isn't always going to be available. The tendency is never to get better quality stuff. The tendency is to go downhill. So you got to stock up while you can. And that's in everything. But I'll bring this up again later after I say, like, there's something I'm working on, and when I get all that I need, then I'll tell you about it. But boy, that's aggravating me. Yeah, I wish I would have bought, because I've got a bunch of these Wavian cans. The red ones I use for the high octane, the green ones I use for the regular unleaded, non-alcohol, but it's unleaded and it's not the high octane. Then I've got some of the green ones that have got they're the surplus ones that have the cap that's painted yellow, that are the diesel ones. But they made the blue kerosene cans, and I wish I would have bought some. And I got to shut up and get this stuff put away because I got a horse coming. That's just the way it works. She finished her food first, and now she's coming. I got to get that stashed away, or she'll be in it.